So we open with Teresa storming off, peeved that production wants to pry into the lies of Louie. Frank, you're always commenting on Dolores's tush when you really cared more about Michael's bus. However, Jennifer lets her lech know that Teresa's stormed off, and she is upset that she's going to have to host the party for the heifers she hates. Meanwhile, with Black Dolores, she's irritated that Jackie has questioned her loyalty to Jennifer. So Bill gets to the house in time, but he's like, I'm not even going to answer the door. I'm going to let you get that, Jennifer, since you wanted to be a real heifer so bad. He looked at Marge's face and just kept walking. A crone will chase you away. Well, Margaret's an updated crone. Vicky Gunvalson is a true crone, with a face that looks like E.T. phone home. So Teresa is really missing her own party, and Jennifer said, maybe it has something to do with Louie. You know, but you gonna let Melissa mouth off. So everybody gets their drink and sits down, and Melissa says, Jennifer, I can't believe I'm breaking bread with you. Well, you're able to deal with Teresa who wants to hump your husband, so I'm not surprised you could get it with Jennifer. So as Melissa and Jennifer continue to squash things, Black Dolores heads in with Fruity Frank. He gives me a pineapple tea, if you know what I mean. So producers have cajoled Teresa and her gorilla to head on to the dinner. And she's telling him there's cameras in the van, be careful. Okay, if he has this many anger issues, you just shouldn't bring him on the show. So of course, Teresa's blaming Margaret for bringing up the video. She said she brought it out. No, he brought his bussy out to the beach. Meanwhile, Marge is saying, well, this is what goes with the territory. He should be open and honest. There's some crazy stuff out there, but just confess. Marge wants to get in your business. So the Whoville face heifer wants to know, are we going to address the elephant that Teresa just stormed off? No. You can, because you haven't served any point or purpose since you've been here. But of course, Marge will take the wheel. Jennifer said you left in a fit. You had a huff out. Her man looks like he's a huffer. A popper's tea. Of course, Teresa's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Does anybody have anything to say that's going on behind my back? Well, there's a lot going on behind your muscular back. Oh, Marge said, well, I don't really think it's behind your back. We're just concerned about you. We've all seen the video. What concern? I've been with them a year, and you were with Joe for 20 and ended up going to prison and owing millions of dollars in restitution behind him. So you're not the brightest bulb in the bunch, so we have to look out for you. Because God takes care of fools and children, but he ain't say shit about gorillas like you. Oh, Lord, Teresa has gone full on off the rails. Whatever happened in his past is the past. I only care about the future. Bill's laughing because he out the hot seat. So Louie tries to speak up for himself, but Teresa shut that mouth. Why are you so interested? Why? Mine. Girl, I thought it was Finding Nemo for a minute. Why are you so defensive? Well, if you want to talk about your bussy, you talk about your bussy and your tay-tay. I want to keep my business out the street, but still get paid. Teresa is really trying with all of her might to keep him quiet, but he said, no, I'm going to speak. Now, you're not intimidating me, Marge, so what is your question? The question is, what kind of anger management madness were you attending on the beach? And were you booty butt naked? I still want to know that. Now, Louie checked Teresa like Mark checks Ken. 2 ears, 1 mouth, listen more. But Marge gets back on her Barbara Walters and asks about the video. So he says it was a breakup video, but we saw a proposal video. See, I think he just made so many videos and was so high up, he forgot what he said. A coup de brown tea. So Teresa's whining about the group gossiping, and he said, well, we all gonna gossip. Your friend Jennifer called me a crook, but you think that's cute. Oh, goodness. So now Teresa gets mad at Joe because he hangs out with Margaret and she brought up the video. And then you went after Jennifer? No, she returned serve on Jennifer. Now Jennifer going to try to defend herself. Girl, you done called this woman 6 kind of a hoe and her mama. If you had left the mama out of it, we could have given it a pass. But I'm sorry, she got to get your ass. Marge said, look, I don't make fun of you for shit I done because Bill and I are two birds of a feather, cheating together. Jennifer, you really gonna say I don't go digging for you when you were just caught digging 3 episodes ago? It's still fresh in the windmills of my mind, not just Pepperidge Farm, but everybody remembers. You sorry, and that's why we're calling you out. But we still cut back to that footage with Frank saying he had photos of Evan's husband. There's just something in the milk ain't clean. There's some things awry. But in walked Tiki, he like, oh, somebody else getting yelled at for cheating, not just me. Now Melissa's cussing out Teresa because she said, no, you can't let Jennifer live in her lie. So if she asks about Evan, it's not digging. But if we ask about Louie, it's digging. Good for the goose, good for the gander. And Bill ain't said shit. However, Jennifer doubles down on calling Joe a crook. She said, well, you were talking about my family, so I felt free to speak on yours. Oh, we got a tussle. Skirmish. Girl, Melissa walked over there, Jennifer grabbed. It was like Brandy Glanville versus Kyle Richards. Although I don't know why it's not Kyle Umansky. So Jennifer's on her Kenya Moore, you can get the fuck out, and then we're doing the hand tussle. Black Dolores is coming in from the side. Jackie's sitting down. Melissa was ready to throw a pop. What? Oh my God. This has been one of the best roundabout arguments ever. Everybody getting their little lick in. Now Jackie gonna tell Jennifer, I'm done with her because I just think you're an asshole. This woman came for your marriage, had you crying and not eating, and now you just realize she ain't shit, but where it come out of? You're an overeducated fool. So Teresa sits down with Jennifer, and Jennifer's whining, and she says, why is your brother getting in it? And the way Teresa said, well, he's gonna defend his wife. She said, well, my husband doesn't get involved. He ain't getting involved in your pussy. He ain't getting involved in your child rearing. He ain't getting involved in shit with you other than being a dutiful husband. Y'all ain't nothing but a Turkish wine and raw. Y'all ain't nothing but a Turkish version of Juan and Rob Dixon. So Melissa's mad that Teresa didn't stick up for her brother when she got called a little bitch. But he is. I'm sorry, I think Frank is the top in their relationship. He does all those squats because he be frogging it. Frank, your position isn't don't get involved in the women's drama. It's to encourage it so that way you've got the men free for yourself. So Melissa's decided that Jennifer has been disinvited to her pink party. Honestly, they could keep Teresa too. Jennifer, all 3 of them gang up on you because you do shit wrong to all 3 of them. You still ain't on the good foot with Marge. You're still jealous of Jackie. Dolores is tired of taking up for you. And you and Melissa just stay mad. Jennifer trying to get her husband in the middle of it, and he's like, I've been embarrassed enough. Now everybody talk about Bill not defending Jennifer. Either, you see, I'm sorry, men can't win. Either you catch hell because you did not defend your woman, or you a bitch for getting in women's business. Ain't no winning. Ain't no winning. Jennifer, I don't know why you think Melissa had your back. She did. She tried to whoop your ass. So everybody's showing up to the pink party, but it looks like the Whoville heifer has an axe to grind with Teresa. So all talk turns to Jennifer and who was right, Melissa for getting up or Jennifer for putting her hands on her first. Jackie says, I think she's disgusting. Jackie, where did you get your backbone from? Did you just get that put in? Or was it collapsible all this time and you just extended it? But Jackie's also pissed with Black Dolores for misconstruing her statement, and I can kind of get it. It's like Bill is the one who should feel guilty. Jennifer, you shouldn't feel no kind of way because he cheated. So they asked the Whoville heifer, are we piling up on Jennifer or not? And she says, well, everybody does pile in. However, if she just said she was sorry, she could move on from the mob. Meanwhile, Melissa said she's done with Jennifer, and Joe thinks the heifer's evil. And now the Whoville heifer piling on Teresa. You shouldn't let Jennifer talk to your brother like that. Oh my goodness. Teresa's like, who cares about the bitch thing? Oh, she lives in her denial. I mean, this heifer has moved in and put up new crown molding. So Melissa and her gorilla storm off yet again. I mean, he got that smooth monkey lip. All right, well, I'm going to see you soon for Black Ink Crap.